Hey, this is Fitz. My digital immigrant that I did was my mother, and I asked her like how has the interpersonal communication changed, and what she says is that it ain't even nothing like personal anymore. It's like since we get this new thing like texting, it's like how you meet people now is like way different than how you would meet them from like 15 to 20 years ago, and like I asked her like how like it was an impact on her, how this new communication system was a impact compared to like 15 to 20 years ago. And she said that like it did impact the society a lot, but she said like when she was like in her early 20s, like they didn't even have cell phone and stuff like that. And she was like, and like living in like the Virgin Islands, like even today in the Virgin Islands, we up to date, but we as up to date as like in the States. So like imagine back then, like 20 years ago, like they didn't they didn't used to hear about anything. They used to hear about stuff, but like it wasn't as quick like that. You know, they would still have they would be like behind the rest of the world. Or like behind some parts of the world. So yeah, that's the benefit of living on an island. And like transitions that she had to make was, well, she didn't have to like learn how to use like a phone and a computer. That's really it. I think she caught on kind of quick, but that's the only thing she did. And her transition itself, it wasn't as bad, just with the technology going back and forth. you know she had to, like I said, she had to keep up. She kind of did. So yeah, like, and how this new communication system, you know, I would say like how it affected our culture. Now, um, it has affected it good and bad. You know, like I can say like the good thing that you could do everything online or whatever. Where with this good technology, you could do anything at the push of a button and sitting down on a couch. So like, so let me see examples like you could do shopping. Couldn't do shopping back then online. Well, as good as today. You could check your bank account. You can even do them stuff on your phone. I mean, we get good, Mister. Like you check, but like the bad part is like even though we are like now connected to the rest of the world with this new era of communication, like let me see, like the bad thing you could say like our stuff in as private. You know, you have your privacy, like whatever, but you still have like people like the hackers. So like back then they didn't have hackers. They didn't really, well, they had hackers, but they weren't as good as today. I mean, they barely had, like 20 years ago they barely had anything to hack into. So you know, so like yeah, nothing is personal anymore today. People do more texting and spending time with each other. So like yeah, that's my mother's transition, and I could say that how we use technology and our new communication system. I would say that we seldom use it for like granted. We use it to its potential, but there are some in the world that don't use it to benefit others. I mean, this new technology is for like everybody to use to make a better society and to impact life differently and show the world what's going on, you know. But um, we use it for granted, like I said, and it's like people who use it, they ain't even using it to benefit themselves. I mean, they think they do, but it's like, and as beneficial, it still affects negatively. So this new era has it's good. It has its tremendous overview, but it still has a negative part too. So that's all I can say. That's what I got from this interview and what I have learned about interpersonal, intrapersonal communication or them stuff. So yeah.